bathing, there's a very interesting shloka that we have to say. So, the main thing that we use for bathing is what? Water, isn't it? And the waters come from various rivers and lakes and the ocean, isn't it? So, we'll thank the 7 sacred rivers of India and we'll take their blessings and we'll think that those waters have, mixed together in our bucket of water and it's falling all over us and protecting us and energizing us and refreshing us. Okay? So the 7 sacred rivers of India are Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu and Kaveri. So Sindhu out of these actually is a Sanskrit word for the river called Indus. And this river, most of it right now is in Pakistan and a little bit enters Jammu and Kashmir. And this is why India is actually known as India. It comes from the word Indus. The people who live and survive along the river Indus are called Indians. So now this shloka we'll chant when we are in the bathroom and we are taking the bucket of water and pouring it over our head. Okay? Gangecha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Okay, so Gangecha, cha means and. Gangecha, Yamune Chaiva, Yamuna also, Godavari and Saraswati, Narmada and Sindhu and Kaveri, Jalesmin. Jal means water, isn't it? So we welcome all these holy waters from these 7 sacred rivers and Sannidhi. Sannidhi means in the presence of these waters, I seek all their blessings and powers. So I'll say the shloka slowly for you to repeat. Okay? Gangecha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. This one's very easy, isn't it? And now it's time for the story of the most sacred river of all these 7. Who do you think it is? Ganga. So many years ago there was no water on earth and there was this king called King Bhagiratha. So King Bhagiratha was feeling very bad because the animals didn't have water to drink. Of course, human beings were also suffering. There was no water at all. There were no rains, and the plants didn't have water to grow and give fruits and vegetables. So life on earth became very dry. So King Bhagiratha prayed and prayed, and he went to the top of the Himalayas, and then he said to the god of Himalayas, please can you request Ganga, your daughter, to please flow on earth? We need water, 12-15 years has been no water on earth. So the king of the Himalayas said, Ganga though has gone to the heavens. She's in the heavens right now. So then King Bhagiratha said, please request her to come to earth. So he said, you ask her only. If she wants to come, she'll come. She is she makes her own decisions. So Bhagiratha, what he did, the king prayed and requested Ganga, please come on earth from the heavens, please. And then what happened? Ganga heard him and she said, fine, I'll jump onto Mother Earth, but then I'm very fast and in my speed, the entire stones and rocks and boulders and soil will, wash away and Mother Earth will not be able to hold me. What should we do then? So King Bhagiratha was like, oh, how to solve this problem? So he prayed again. And this time he prayed to Lord Shiva. And Shiva is in the Himalayas. He was close by, he heard him. And then he asked, "Oh Bhagiratha king, what is it that you want?" So King Bhagiratha said, "So Ganga has agreed to come on Mother Earth, but she is very fierce and fast. So can you help reduce her speed? Can you catch on to her when she jumps from heaven?" So Shiva thought and said, "Sure, I'll do that. I'm strong too. I can hold on to Ganga." So what Shiva did? So Shiva had these locks, no? These matted hair that he had, long, beautiful hair. So he tied his long hair like this and he made a small little well with his hair on the top of his head. And he told Ganga, "Hey Ganga, so now you may jump onto this little well I've created for you." And Ganga said, "Fine, are you ready to catch me?" So Shiva said, "Sure, come." And then the Ganga jumped from the heavens and landed on Shiva's locks, matted locks. And Shiva tied her tight and he held on to Ganga. And then, so that her speed is not so violent and it's gentle, he allowed her to trickle slowly onto Mother Earth. So you might have seen Shiva photos with like this, one big little lock, and you would have seen like this water droplets, no? So that's Ganga coming out slowly and gently and coming from the Himalayas into Mother Earth. So King Bhagiratha thanked Shiva for bringing Ganga safely onto earth, and he thanked Ganga also for being so kind and being so warm and providing for planet Earth. So he said, "Ganga, now you follow me, I'll tell you the direction." So King Bhagiratha sat on his chariot and he started moving and this way and that way and this way, and Ganga was following him. Or so he thought, because suddenly he turned after some time and there was no Ganga. And then he was like, "Ganga, where are you? Where are you?" So Ganga said, "Hey, I'm hiding here." And what happened? She was very naughty. So she went into a hermit's house. So there stayed sage Janva and he was meditating. Okay, and Ganga entered and she was flowing and flowing, and the sage felt a lot of water in his legs where he was sitting, and then there was more water, till there was water till his neck. And then he got disturbed and he opened his eyes. He's like, "Arey, who disturbed my meditation?" And Ganga smiled, like, "I was just fooling around." And then Sage Janva, he took Ganga and he drank her up, all of her. And again King Bhagiratha said, "Where are you? Ganga, I'm searching." And then Ganga was in Sage Janva's tummy. Bhagiratha was like, "Oh God." And he went to the sage and he said, "Sorry sage, please can you let her out of your tummy? She was just being a little naughty, please forgive her." And then the sage said, "Okay, fine." He was a magical sage. So you know what he did? Ganga came out from his ears. And then she continued to flow. And she continued to flow through the rest of the earth. And she protected all the animals and the plants, and all the people lived happily ever after. And because King Bhagiratha brought her to Mother Earth, Ganga is also called Bhagirathi. And because she came out of Sage Janva's ear, she is also called Jannavi. So Ganga has two other pet names, Bhagirathi and Jannavi. So we'll revise the bathing shloka together once. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Very nice. And we have to remember to save water, okay? Water is so precious. Of course, the earth has so much water, but we have to ensure that we close the tap tight. So when we brush our teeth in the morning, we may leave the tap on, no? So what should we do? We should shut the tap. Only when we finished brushing nicely all our teeth and we want to gargle, that time we can switch on the tap. So such small steps we can take to save water. And then we don't pollute the water. So we have to protect all our rivers and lakes and oceans. Okay? Great. And just now we learned that we want the blessings of the rivers from the water, no? So we have to respect the water too, if we want blessings, powers and Shakti from the waters. So drink lot of water, but don't waste water. Happy bathing!